Caitlin's little sister Hannah has epilepsy and suffered 15 fits in 4 months. Caitlin has been an amazing big sister, caring for Hannah, spending time with her and reading her stories when visiting her in hospital and throughout her illness so far.
I've nominated Caitlin for a Proud of Barnsley Award because ever since her little sister's come along, she's had a bit of a rough start in life. Hannah was diagnosed with epilepsy a year ago and Caitlin's been really good throughout it. She was the one who found her initially, sort of having her first one, and obviously that could have been quite traumatic, but Caitlin sort of dealt with it really well. The initial one that she had, Caitlin had gone into in the morning and then I just heard her scream for me. She said her eyes were sort of up and just funny, so obviously I rushed straight in and found her sort of in the middle of having a fit, and she was sort of quite jerky and stiff and all sorts, and obviously Caitlin was a bit inconsolable, bless her, because she didn't know what was happening. She just sort of drew her sister pictures when she was taken to hospital, plays with her all the time. It was a lot for us to take on as parents and obviously adults, so for her, what she's been through and stuff, it's been amazing. She's just got on with her schoolwork and she's sort of turned everything with Hannah into a positive. I nominated Caitlin for the Proud of Barnsley Award just for the whole way that she's dealt with everything, obviously from finding her sister right through to just the way she is with her sister, visiting her, playing with her, just in general, you know, just being a little superstar.
Young Ethan saved his mum's life by dialling 999 when he realised she couldn't breathe. Asthmatic Helen suffered a severe attack at home while getting ready to take Ethan to school. Quick-thinking Ethan called the emergency services and told the operator he needed an ambulance, even spelling out their street name and offering paramedics biscuits when they finally arrived.
So it was school time, I was getting him ready, I started having a bad asthma attack. My chest had already been quite bad for a few days. I had my inhaler and everything and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. I don't know how bad it could have actually got because it was the worst one that I'd had in a long time. I have had really bad ones. I've been put in like intensive care and stuff with a bad asthma attack. So I was saying, just hang on a minute, and he said, I need to phone you an ambulance, and I was like, no, I'll be fine, just give me a minute. So he got me mobile, he dialed 999, he was on the phone to him, they were asking if I were responsive and stuff. He didn't understand what half of those things meant. We were like, I think so. He told him his address, and then you stayed on phone with them until they got there. And then when the ambulance got there, he put Mr. Bean on for his brother to keep him occupied and offered everybody a biscuit. So he's been nominated for Young Superstar, and we hadn't heard of it, so we were really surprised. And I think it's absolutely brilliant. And I think if it weren't for Ethan, yeah, it could have got pretty nasty if he wouldn't have been more sensible than me.
Keen cyclist Harrison represents Team Cystic Fibrosis, a charity set up by his father Martin. Harrison's sister Molly was diagnosed with the condition when she was just weeks old. Harrison cycled almost 4,000 metres to the summit of a volcano on Tenerife.
Well, it was for my sister's charity, and we found it and thought we could try and do this for a challenge and raise some money for Team Cystic Fibrosis. Well, it was very hard, and it was a massive climb in Tenerife. It was a long climb, and I was up against snow, hails, and it was brutal, really. In the middle of my leg was starting to hurt a lot, and we had a friend with us who made us keep going, really. We raised over £4,000.
I'm just really proud of him for raising so much money, because it really does help a lot of people. We've helped so many people already, but we want to create more awareness and stuff like that. So
in the future, I hope that I will raise more money for charity.